What's going on, Jurisco gang? Coming at y'all boys with another banger, boys. And today we're gonna be talking about 5 things. Yes, 5 things that EA needs to change gameplay wise for Madden 24. You heard me right. We gotta talk about it. Let's go hop into it. Now, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe, fellas. Doing those 3 things goes a long way. It'll help your boy out a lot. So go ahead and take care of that. And also make sure you guys turn on that bell notification so you guys don't miss anything Madden 23 and upcoming Madden 24 news. Now, boys, we're gonna hop into the list, boys. Now, the first thing I do want to say is, before you hop into it though, I did post all this feedback on Twitter. So y'all know the biggest way, the best way, to get feedback back to EA, posting it on Twitter, tagging them and things of that nature. So that's what I did. I posted all this feedback that you're gonna, hear me talk about, posted it all on Twitter. So what I need you to do is, if you're watching this video, you need to go over to my Twitter. I'm gonna have a link in the description and the link in the comments. Go to that tweet. I need you to retweet and like the tweet. Basically, if you do that, it's gonna, blow up the tweet, get more exposure, so EA does see it. So what y'all need to do is, like I said, retweet and like it. That's all you need to do. 2.5 seconds. That's all you need to do, and it will really help. Like I said, trying to get this stuff put into next year in Madden 24. Like I said, it would be a huge push, because like I said, hey, that's the best way to get it done. With this feedback for EA, you have to, get a lot of people, around it, a lot of people supporting it. So if you, like I said, if you guys support the tweet, like I said, it will, basically push it out there. So like I said, EA does see it. Now, I know people are gonna be saying, oh, EA not gonna change nothing, EA not gonna change nothing. They don't listen. Bro, EA has changed so much stuff about the yard since Madden 21. It's not even funny. It's literally been because, the community feedback. So I'm telling you right now, if we get a lot of this feedback out there, and like I said, just pushing it out there for the devs, I'm telling you right now, they're at least gonna see it. I know that for sure. Like I said, they've seen a bunch of my content and a bunch of my feedback in past Madden, so it's not gonna change for Madden 24. So like I said, if you guys doing the help, support, like I said, getting this stuff done for Madden 24, click the link in the description and in the comments and retweet it. And also, the feedback I'm going to be talking about today is only going to be regarding yard gameplays. Not going to be talking about things, like content side, like, oh, them changing the live events and them changing, the ranked venues and all those type of things. It's not going to be talking about those, side of things. It's not going to be talking about things outside of yard like crossplay. I know everybody wants to see crossplay in 24, but not going to be talking about nothing big or nothing crazy like that. Like I said, it's just only gameplays. We're going to be talking about gameplay changes we want to see fixed for Madden 24. Now, you guys let me know in the comments below. Overall, what some changes or some things y'all want to see in Madden 24 yard? Let me know in the comments below before we go and hop into it. Like I said, this list is gonna be very, very, accurate and very, very, big for the community. Because like I said, a lot, the community did put this list together. So I'm telling you right now, you wouldn't want to listen. Now get into the list. So at number 1, boys, the number 1 thing that we need to see, and these are in list of, needs, it's in order. So the number 1 thing that we need to see in Madden 24 yard is going to be interchangeable abilities. I mean, good God Almighty, bro, we need this back, bro. We know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, we all know what interchangeable abilities are. It's basically where you can have, a jukebox ability that's, normally on a running back build. You can have it on a wide receiver. You can have it on a cornerback build. This has been the thing, in previous Maddens, Madden 22, Madden 21 especially. You could basically change out these abilities between the players, between the player builds. And I'm telling you right now, it's such a huge dub for, for the game. It makes the game so much better. I'm telling you right now, they have to bring this back. I don't know why they, went away from it in Madden 23. They even gave us like less abilities you can equip for Madden 23, which I'm not mad about. Only, having 2 abilities, I'm not mad at. But what I am mad at is not, not being able to put, human joystick on the quarterback, not being able to put, jukebox on the quarterback, not being able to, put deep route KO on the wide receiver. I think you should 100% be able to do that 100%, because we've seen it in previous matches. It makes the game a lot more fun and a lot more better overall. Like I said, just restricting those abilities like that is just dumb. It's really just dumb, especially for a mode like yard. You should be able to, interchange it. Like I said, we've already seen it done, and we already seen how good it is for the game. Like I said, for Madden 24, they have to revert back to this. They have to. Everybody in the community has even said it too. Nobody is against this. Everybody likes this idea where you can have, like I said, abilities, interchangeable stuff like that. Everybody likes the idea, and like I said, people have liked it in the past. So they need to go back to this. They need to go back to this for Madden 24, and this is something, like I said, that needs to happen, bro. It needs to happen for the game. Next thing on the list, boys, at number 2, boys, we got aggressive catch nerf. Yes, you heard me right. We all know the time it is. We already know the deal. We've talked about this a million gazillion times before, bruh. It's been on every wish list possible that I have done about the yard since 21. They need to nerf aggressive catches. I mean, bro, aggressive catches are the most craziest thing in this game, bruh. I still to this day see, cornerback builds, that don't have any catching abilities, they're literally out here mossing people. They're mossing 4 people at a time, mossing 3 people at a time. It literally makes no sense, bro. So it's just done to me how they, took away interchangeable abilities, but, allowed, cornerback builds, allowed linebacker builds, allowed running back builds to moss 7 people at one time. Like, you gotta have a balance there. If you're going, take away interchangeable abilities, at least nerf, the mossing abilities and stuff like that. At least nerf that at least. Cause, deep route, deep out elite, that's still insane for wide receivers. That's still crazy. But like I said, you don't even need those abilities to still moss people. And that's how crazy aggressive catches are. They're so good that you can have a cornerback build and you can go out there and moss 2 people, 3 people at one time. And it's not even that hard either. It's not even a hard mechanic to do. You just throw the ball up, you do a high point, bullet pass, and you can just moss everybody on the field, and it's just absolutely done, bro. Now, EA, like I said, they took in some feedback, from previous Maddens. Like I said, we've talked about it before. So what they basically tried to do was put in deep route KO, put in, deep out zone KO, things of that nature, but those just aren't enough, bro. They aren't enough because basically these one-handed animations, these, crazy spin around 360 animation that these wide receivers get and things of that nature, you literally cannot touch the player. You can't touch him. So when they go up in the air, they do this 360 catch with one hand, you're literally unable to touch them. You can't, catch tackle them, anything of that nature. The only way you can pray and, hope you get a catch tackle is if they get a terrible animation and it actually lets you, spam. You have to spam A and you have to, like I said, get that animation. And like I said, it's only with a cornerback build. I feel like that's so dumb. I feel like you should be able to get a stop, with a wide receiver build. You should be able to once in a while, but that's never the case. If you have a wide receiver build going up against another wide receiver build, you are never going to stop that mossing, and I feel like that is absolutely dumb. It should definitely be a 50-50 no matter what. And then we should have a cornerback build, with the certain abilities, there should be like a 7 out of 10, things of that nature. It should be very even with these jump balls, but they just haven't been since 21. This year's the best, the best it's ever been. It's the most, balanced it's ever been, but like I said, it's still not to the point where it makes the game good. Now, next on the list, boys, at number 3, we have defensive PIs nerf. Yes, you heard me right. They need to nerf defensive PIs. I mean, it's literally like the most called, penalty in the yard. And like I said, I feel like they're absolutely dumb. I've said it multiple times in multiple videos on my tournament videos. They've literally cost me tournament games where, like I said, we get a defensive PI literally for breathing on somebody's neck. You can breathe on somebody and you will get a defensive PI for no reason. I feel like it's the dumbest stuff ever. And another thing about this is, they also call it super late. Like, there's been times where, the ball will be thrown away or things of that nature, and they will still call it, bruh. Someone will get sacked. The ball doesn't even have to come out somebody's hand, and they will still call it, bro. Just for breathing on somebody, it is the dumbest thing ever. And one more dumb thing about this, defensive PI situation is they won't call it whenever you tackle somebody. You could literally be out there, on the yard tackling people. When you press them, things of that nature, you can actually tackle them by like cut sticking them, and they won't even call a penalty. That is the dumbest thing ever. So you can literally, you go out there and tackle somebody. They don't care about you tackling somebody, but when get a step in front of somebody, or you try to break on the ball for interception or things that bro, just anything like that, they will call a defensive PI. And like I said, they need to fix this, bro. They either need to take them all the way out the game, or like I said, fix them. They have to fix it. They cannot do another year where these defensive PIs are just taking over the game. It is absolutely stupid. Next thing on the list, boys, at number 4, we have bring back the one-timer mechanic. This is something that needs to come back to the game. If you guys have been playing since Madden 22, y'all know what the one-timer mechanic is. If you start playing in Madden 23, you might not know, but basically when Madden 23 dropped with the next gen, mechanics and things of that nature, with the wide receiver DB mechanics, they basically messed up the one-time mechanic. You cannot one-time the ball in the air no more. Basically, this is when, you press, I think it was LB in the receiver icon. You press that at the correct time when the ball was coming towards you. You could like tip the ball in the air. You could kick the ball in the air and, basically pass it to someone else while the ball was coming towards you, which is a huge dub. It made, for a lot of great highlights and a lot of, crazy clips and stuff like that. They need to bring this back for Madden 24, bro. I don't know how it got messed up, but like I said, I'm pretty sure they know this now because, like I said, a lot of things have been missing from the yard gameplay. Things, like I said, the one-timer, mechanic. Things, like celebrating in the backfield, things like that. There's been a couple things missing from, yard gameplay because of the new mechanics. So hopefully for Madden 24, they notice this. And, like I said, they fix it. Next up, boys, at number 5 on the list, boys, we have make height and weight matter. Now, don't get me wrong now. physiques matter. You know, if you have an agile build, you're gonna feel really different than the bruiser build. I'm gonna tell you that right now, you're gonna feel a lot faster, things of that nature. The physiques matter. They actually do change, you know, the stats and how your player feels and things of that nature. But what doesn't matter is, you know, if you choose your player to be 6'3", if you choose your player to be 6'4", 6'5", if you actually make your player 6'6", he's not actually that height. You know, in Madden 21, whenever you chose, you know, a Travis Kelce build, you know, the CMC fast cat build, if you were around, you know, in Madden 21, you are actually that height. You're actually 6'5", you're actually 5'11". That was your actual yard height when you hopped into a yard game. Now, ever since Madden 22, when they introduced the physiques, that has not been the case. Basically, all the players are like 5'11". They're around the same height, 5'11", and like I said, I don't like that. I feel like that should not be a thing. You should be able to be 6'3", 6'4". Now, what I think you shouldn't be able to, you should not be able to be 7 foot. I don't know why they allow, you know, 7 foot builds, even though, you know, you're not 7 foot, but I feel like that's a little excessive. Now, I can understand why they wouldn't want people to be 7 foot. So if, you know, if they're doing this on purpose because they want people to have 7 foot builds, I can understand that, but they should just lower it down. I think the max you should be able to be is like 6'10", 6'9", at the max. Even though I don't think that should be the case. Like I said, at the max, I was like 6'9". You know, we've seen 6'9", you know, 6'8" football players before, you know, in recent history. So like I said, I feel like that's a little more realistic, but 7 foot is definitely insane. And like I said, I feel like they should definitely cap it at a limit. And like I said, allow us to be these heights. You know, if you want to be, you know, 6'3", allow us to be 6'3". If you want to, you know, like I said, and also make it matter. Like if you want to be 6'4", definitely make that matter. You know, be a lot slower, things of that nature. Like I said, make sure it matters if you are gonna do it. So like I said, I think they should definitely bring this back, you know, where you actually are your height. Now I'm gonna throw in a bonus one. So for at number 6 for y'all boys, it's going to be add face the franchise player lock camera angles. Now I know a lot of y'all boys have played, you know, the 3v3, you know, and you know, Superstar KO. Y'all play a lot of face the franchise, but I know most of y'all, almost all y'all play. If you play yard, face the franchise is literally a must. You have to play it. So basically, like I said, they need to add these camera angles into the yard. Now this is not a big must for me. It's not a big must but for a lot of people it is. You know, a lot of people only play Superstar KO, only play face the franchise, only play, you know, the wide receiver DB, you know, 1v1s in franchise. They only do that because of the angles, the camera angles. Now in yard, you don't have those camera angles. You can't do a player lock camera angle. You can't, you know, zoom it all the way in on just you know, like I said, just your matchup. You can't do that. I think they should 100% allow you to do that because, like I said, people like the aspect of that. People like the aspect of being zoomed in and locked into one person. That's like a main thing about the yard is you have to use your, you know, your user. A lot of people only use their yard player. So I think they should definitely 100% add this to the yard. And honestly, I feel like it shouldn't even be that hard because, like I said, that's in every single mode in the game except for yard, which is absolutely dumb. I was like, if anything, it should be in yard for sure. Like I said, just give people an option, give people the, you know, ability to do it. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't use it because how, you know, crazy the yard is. But like I said, allow people to do it because people like it. It's a big, you know, thing for people. So I would 100% say this is something that should be easy for them to add and should be in the yard. And that's it for the video, boys. Let me know in the comments below y'all thoughts. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree or any of the, you know, things on the list. Let me know, like I said, what y'all want to see for Madden 24 yard. Let me know anything down below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more bangers just like this one. Until next time, peace.